Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the making of independent India's constitutions. So our constitution framed by CA. CA means Constituent of Assembly. Constituent of Assembly headed by Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad. Dr. Babu Rajendra Prasad and Constituent of Assembly members are selected the drafting committee. Drafting committee headed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and other 6 members. Those members make a one good constitution to India. So the constitution completed on November 26, 1949. November 26, 1949, the CA means Constituent of Assembly approved our constitution. So that's why every year we are celebrating Constitution Day in the memory of constitution approved by CA. Next, our constitution came into force January 26, 1950. So every year we are celebrating Republic Day on memory of our constitution came into force. So when was our constitution approved by CA? 1949, November 26. It was came into force on January 26, 1950. So the most important areas November 26 and 1949 and January 26, 1950. So our constitution has at the time of 1950 395 articles, 8 schedules and 22 parts. Now it is increasing up to 445 articles and 12 schedules and 22 parts. Once upon a time, at the time of 1950, our constitution has only 395 articles, 8 schedules and 22 parts. Now the articles increasing up to 445. So how many articles we are added? Almost 50 articles added to our constitution. So schedules are also 4 added. 8 plus 4 is equal to 12 schedules. Now our constitution has a 445 articles, 12 schedules and 22 parts. Next, our constitution has some features. So what are the features of our constitution? So our constitution introduced the parliamentary system in India. So in the world there is a different governments are available. For example, one is the unitary government, second one is the federal type of government, third one is the parliamentary type of government, fourth one is the presidential type of government. How many types of government are there in the world? Total 4 types of government we are observed in the world, such as unitary government, federal government, parliamentary government, presidential type of government. Suppose USA, United States of America followed the presidential type of government. India followed the parliamentary type of government. Federal type of government are followed by Canada. Unitary type of government followed by China. Different nations are followed different systems. But in our constitution, we are introduced the parliamentary system. Parliamentary system introduced in India. So what do you mean by parliament? What do you mean by parliament? Parliament means Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha plus President of India is equal to parliament. What do you mean by parliament? Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha plus President of India is equal to parliament. So our parliament has 2 houses, bicameralism, 2 houses. One is the Lok Sabha, second one is the Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha has 545 members and the Rajya Sabha has 250 members. The Lok Sabha popularly known as lower house, the Rajya Sabha popularly known as upper house. The Lok Sabha is the temporary house, the Rajya Sabha is the permanent house. Lok Sabha members tenure means period 5 years, Rajya Sabha 6 years. This is a temporary house, this is a permanent house. The Lok Sabha members total 545. In this 543 members are directly elected by peoples, directly elected by Indian voters. The remaining two members are nominated by President of India. So in this Rajya Sabha, 238 members are nominated by state representatives and another 12 members are nominated by President of India. How many members are nominated to Parliament with the help of President of India means 2 plus 12 is equal to 14 members. 14 members are nominated to Parliament. So India introduced the parliamentary system. The Parliament has a Lok Sabha plus Rajya Sabha plus President of India. So consider as a Parliament. So next another topic is the federal government. So naturally we are introduced to the parliamentary system in India. So So practically we are followed federal feature also. The federal means two levels of governments. One is the central government, second one is the state government, central government and state government. So the powers distribute between center and states. The power distributes center and states according to their portfolio. So one is the concurrent list, second one is the state list, first one is the union list, second one is the state list, third one is the concurrent list. The union government means central government has a 100 powers. The total powers vested are utilized by central government only. The state government not interfere the central powers. Give some examples of union list. For example, railways, for example banking, for example Indian Army, for example Indian Space, for example shipping and Navy and Indian Army. These are the examples of union list. So how many powers has a union government? 100 powers. Next we are going to discuss about state list. The entire state has a 61 powers. The 61 powers enjoyed by only central government, state government. The central government does not interfere the state list. So give some examples of state list. For example, primary education, for example food, drainage, sanitation, public safety, police. These are the examples of state list. Next we are going to discuss about concurrent list. The concurrent list, both center and state has a powers. Center and state has a power. So the total concurrent list, how many powers are there? 52 powers. So for example, give some examples of concurrent list. For example, power undergoes to concurrent list. For example, marriages, for example divorce, for example education, for example health. These are the examples of concurrent list. The state and center both are make a laws on the grounds of concurrent list. Which is the final? The center is the final. And when sometimes the problems arise on the grounds of concurrent list, the center decision is the final. Next, constitution social engineering. Constitution social engineering. So the constitution giving some benefits to our Indians. So first is the abolition of untouchability. So according to in 17 article, the government of India abolished the untouchability in India. It is treated as a crime. So second one is the equality. So according to 14 article, all are equal before the law without discrimination of their color, their caste, their creed, their region, their religion, their economic status. So according to which article? 14 article. And according to 14 article, all Indian citizens treat as a same status without their backgrounds. Next, DPSP, Directive Principles of State Policy. So the guidelines given to government to introduce the welfare program to peoples. Next, the constitution day to day amend and time to amend. And the people's behavior and the people's needs day to day changing. So that's why we need to change our constitution according to 368 article. According to which article we have a chance to amend our constitution? 368 article provide the choice to change our constitution. So according to 368 article, we are how many times amend our constitution? Since 2013, 99 times. So how many times? 99 times. 1999 times. Up to 2013 change our constitution. According to which article? 368 article. So our constitution has some basic principles. So what are that? Form of the government. Under the government of India, the government of state formation or making depend on the constitution. According to which article we are introduced to the election system. So the Indian government has a election commission. So it is the autonomous institution. 324 article to 329 article discuss about election commission of India. The election commission of India, main autonomous authority in India. The election commission has a power to elect the government. And the constitution provides the opportunities to select their government. So with the help of election commission, the supremacy of the constitution compared to any other organ, the constitution is the ultimate power. The constitution has a supreme, the constitution has a power to control any organ of India. Next, welfare of the state. Welfare of the state most important, it is the one of the component of constitution. Welfare of the state means Indian people, states, state people, the people welfare most important. This is the duty of government. Every government must be provide some benefits to state peoples. The state peoples feel very happily and lead their life enjoyfully. So these are the making of independent India's constitution, and at the same time the India has some other features also. For example, another feature, single citizenship. Our government, our constitution produced the single citizen only. There is no dual citizenship. Only we have a single citizenship, that is the Indian citizenship. Only we have only one citizenship. And next one is the universal adult franchise. Universal adult franchise, this is the most important factor. What do you mean by universal adult franchise? So according to 326 article, according to which article? 326 article. According to 326 article, who are completed 18 years of age, they are eligible to get the right to vote. Right to vote. So without discrimination of again their color, their caste, their creed, their region, their religion. Just what is the main qualification? Just to complete the 18 years of age. So according to 326 article, every Indian citizen got the vote, which is the most important criteria. 18 years is the criteria. So this is the political weapon. This is the most important article in our constitution. So some another articles, for example, according to 14 article, all are equal before law. According to 14 article, all are equal before law. So what about 17 article? Abolition of untouchability. Abolition of untouchability. So what about 18 article? Abolition of honorary titles. So what is the importance of 19? Right to freedom. Right to freedom. According to this article, we have a right to speech, we have a right to expression of views, we have a power to assemble, we have a power to move one place to another place, we have a select the profession, we have a residence, we have a settlement of our life. So these are the importance of 19 article. Next we are going to 21 article, most important article in our constitution, right to life. Right to life. Next to 21 bracket A, RTE, right to education. This is also most important article. Recently 2002 86 amendment, we are add this. What is that? 21 bracket A. What is the importance of 21 bracket A? Right to education. According to which amendment? 86 amendment. In which year? 2002 year. 2002 year 86 amendment, we are introduced the one more article and added to our constitution, that is the 21 bracket A. And another article, for example 41 article, provide the right to work. Right to work. For example 45 article, 16 to 14 years kids has a choice to go to school. Next to 51 article, world peace. For example 143 article, the president have a choice to legal advice. And 226 article, so the high court to powers. So these are the important article to in our constitution. So my dear students, this is the most important and easy lesson in paper 2. Every student must be focus on this lesson, should be gain 5 or 6 marks. Thank you very much.